So I'm making some money now. Making some money now. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm like, okay, I see what I gotta do now. I'll probably make about 50 cents from this live right here. Make a cool 50 cents off of it.
Man, you used to be able to buy a lot with 50 cents.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You
get
$1.
something, some a drink, and some chips and something else.
So what was your favorite go to for 50 cent at 9 years old?
It was actually it would have to be 65 cents. I had to come up with
50 cents.
Just 50?
50, bro.
Because I wasn't a chips. I wasn't a chips guy. I wasn't a chips guy, so I could get a little quarter pouch of something to drink, little quarter pouch of juice, and a zebra cake.
What you mean, like one of them, like a Capri Sun?
No,
one
you
of them
talking about
grenades.
Grenades.
How you had to peel off the top?
Yeah, with the aluminum foil.
Yeah.
The little hug juice?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a whole quarter?
It was at the corner store. It wasn't really, but
yeah.
Because we had the corner store in the hood on Hayes Park, and that was the street my grandmama lived on. So we lived 2 blocks down, and we used to be able. That was where our bus stop was. So we would come off the bus and hop there, or we would just like be able to walk whenever we wanted. We couldn't go to the other corner store because that's where they shooting at.
So in Doyle Miller, right across on 21st Avenue, we had East Side Store, and then over at Pulaski we had Mr. Charlie's, and then further up 21st Avenue you had Four Brothers, and then a little bit further up right around Virginia Street where the liquor store is, you had a little grocery store right there, right in front of Color Doors.
So you had options for your 50 cent.
Yeah, so you could go down, all the other way, but 50 cents, man, 50 cent went a long way. I think I maybe got 10 pieces of penny candy. Let me get about 4 of those little tiny cookies. What had
the circle, the lemon, or the lemon or the strawberry.
The lemon.
Okay,
the ones I like.
Okay.
And then at the time, the little juices right there, man. They was a couple of cent, and then maybe a bag of chips. So 50 cent went a long way. You got to think about it.
I think I never ate candy. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
So it was harder for me to find stuff because I didn't even know candy. I hated candy.
What was it? The lady would take out 5 pieces of penny candy and count them up. Okay, that's your 5 right there.
Right.
So
that was it.
Yeah.
All right, AOR, what was your go to for 50 cent at the age of 9?
Y'all gotta move y'all mics closer.
So
that was a few years ago.
Nobody over here with me.
No, it was still $4 for $1. So
$4 for $1.
Yeah.
Okay.
On phone now.
So I can get a bag of chips and maybe some 9-laters.
Some 9-laters. Okay, just 1 pack though, right?
Damn.
No, I think you get 2. 9-laters be like.
I forgot all about the
because they
9
$3 for
$1
now. So maybe they was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I can get 1 because I got 50 cents.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So mine would be. Don't y'all remember those big ass freeze pops?
Yeah.
So I get one of them for $0.25. So I'd be sucking on that motherfucker. Well, no homo.
That's crazy.
No homo. I'd be eating that one.
I was trying to tell y'all.
And you know what I'm saying? Probably get a bag of Flamin' Hots. If not no Flamin' Hots, I'll get some candy. 25 pieces of it.
Right, yeah.
Either some Fruities or some Chews.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or some hard candy, man. 25.
Because
I used to get
my
like
age
$2.
used to have to go to Party City to get the penny candy. With the candy. We got to go to Party
Where I was
City.
from, we ain't had no penny candy.
See, we had
that penny candy.
Like I said, we had all them stores on 21st Avenue, but then we had the hood candy lady.
Yeah, you always had a candy lady in the hood.
Candy lady, she always hooked you up, boy. Be having all the good stuff up and be like, damn, all right, let me get some quarter cookies. Let me get a couple of pieces of penny candy.
Yeah, them cookies.
If not, if you just wanted a pickle was about 25 cents.
Yeah, well, it was always an odd number. It wasn't always like it was 25 or 35.
Exactly.
Yeah, they wanted to take your cents.
Did y'all ever pay with a food stamp?
Yeah.
We had a bridge card in Michigan.
Man, I'm talking about a food stamp. When you pull that shit out the book.
When we was
you can't
young,
get no change back.
When we was young, we had that.
You had to spend it all.
We had
I guess
the book.
I did because I had Wick. They still was doing it. Book.
The book
Yeah.
instead of the EBT card? Mm-hmm. Yeah, nah, man.
I had a whole book.
We had the books.
Walking around with the yellow paper.
And when I say the books, man, you had $1, $5, 10, 20, a 50, 100. Be like,
Yeah, you had like a $21 book. They had like some ones in it, a $5. Then you had like a $35 book, a $65 book. It all depends on how many yamps your mom got.
Right.
But man, I used to be like, you need the book for. They be like, anything over a 5, they wanted the book. Or was it a 10?
It was 10.
Anything over a 10 or above, they want to see the book. You had to tear it out.
Yeah.
So I just kept an old book on me. You know what I'm saying? Just kept an old book on me and act like I was tearing it out every time.
Like in the hood, it's like seeing that, yeah, you ain't get made fun of, but you at like one of them actual like stores, you like
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
And now you can be discreet with the card. You just, and that's it.
In the hood, everybody had one. They was like, oh, you got to spend it all. Let me get a cake. Because you couldn't get no change.
Yeah, exactly.
There wasn't no change. So it was like, if you spend the 5, you had to spend it all.
Yeah.
Because he can't give you cash back.
Yeah, because if you had a 5 and you didn't have a 5, oh, there's gonna be 5. Man, I gotta tear out 5 ones.
Mm-hmm. So that was the thing with it. You had to spend exact, because they didn't charge you tax either. Yeah. So it was just exact with that. If you didn't have it, you just donated your more. You was just trying to get more stuff out the store.
And the crazy thing is, I remember I used to buy my godmother's cigarettes with food stamps, Viceroy 100s, and the Pepsi with some what's some of that? It's that real hot salami. It started with a P. I used to have to get that. And I used to have to get her some sardines with some crackers.
Oh, we had the same. Yeah, my grandma.
Man, dude.
All about it. She would have that. Some head cheese and
Hall's head cheese.
Yeah.
Man, we used to be kind of, you know what I'm saying, struggling. So like, it was up to any of the kids to kind of provide. So like, I would go to like on 25th and Broadway, it was the Amoco gas station. So I would go there and kind of pump gas for money. So I make like $5-6.
Right.
So I'll walk straight to we called it the vegetable market. It was right on 26th and Broadway.
Oh yeah, I remember the
So they had all
market.
the meats and everything, and so I would get like a loaf of bread. I would get a $1 worth of bologna, not too thick and not too thin. You know what I'm saying? You tell me they cutting it, not too thick and not too thin, and I was still able to get like some candy or something for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So man, now I can't even get shit for $5.
Because when I was in Arizona, I used to bust down $20 after I done spent everything. You know, just trying to. When I was 19, just making money, and I had rent and all types of stuff, and learning how to pay bills. And if I was short, $20 give me like a couple loaves of bread, some chicken patties. You know, fucking whip it up, peanut butter and jelly. I'd be straight for a week.
Yeah,
like 8, you get you them Tostinos pizzas. They $1 a piece.
Yeah.
College days.
I would never understand why they waited till I got grown to get so high. Everything is high.
Yeah.
It's like now we gotta pay for it.
Because it's because you think about it, like I know for me and him in the hood, and he understand, like if you was looking for a little bit extra money, you'll go shovel somebody driveway or shovel their snow or cut their yard, and most of them will be like.
Yeah,
Most of them weren't giving you actual money in the hood. Oh, they give you like a $5 food stamp or a $10 food stamp. You like, shit, a $10 food stamp? Man, I don't feel they go crazy.
But they didn't give you the book though.
Right,
that's what I'm saying. Because they just tear it out, and you have to either go to a local joint who really don't care about the book, or have your own book.
Yeah. Y'all ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Panel Podcast. I am your host, Will. We got everybody in the house today. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Yo, it's Mr. Daddy, sir. Coach Dre.
Yes, sir. It's the coach, Boosie Collins, back up in the house. Miss you guys. We ain't been here in a minute.
It's your favorite nail tech, Ayor.
All right. I know it's been a minute. Dog days of summer, man. Dog days of summer. People get busy, things happen, but it's good to be back. Yeah. We'll hop right into it. Oh yeah, Coach, tell us about jury duty.
All right, so for people out there that don't know exactly how jury duty work, I'm gonna break this down to you as quickly as I possibly can. So when you get a letter in the mail, it's gonna be a summons to go. Now, depending on how you do that, it's gonna depend on whether or not they're gonna tell you if you gotta come or not. But once you've been summoned, they'll send you something in the email the first time, the second time, the third time, and the day before they gonna send you something, and the day of. So like damn, I gotta
they stalked you like that.
Yeah, so like I gotta.
That's
go
why the post office is still in business.
right. So
delivering mail.
Right. So when you get in there, they scan the little thing. You got jury number. They gonna give you you gonna have a number. So you gotta remember that damn number. So I know when I got in there, they scanned it. Dude first got up in there, he was like, we gonna watch a video, watch the little video. Then after that, he was like, I'm gonna call everybody. He was like, but it's gonna be a lucky 7 of you guys that's gonna get to go home. So if I don't call y'all can go to the crib.
Okay.
Man, he just got the rambling off, and I'm looking like, oh, he ain't got to me. He said my last name and number. I was like, fuck. So I had to walk up some stairs behind me. Walked up them stairs. When I get there, I'm in line. And there's like a whole bunch of motherfuckers in line. So we walk up into the courtroom, right? When we get in the courtroom, it's already 14 motherfuckers sitting in the box. Already 14 people sitting in the box. And they have to question everybody about what would make you to be a good juror about everything. And I mean, they hammering these people. And on top of that, they got a piece of paper that you filled out online. That's a questionnaire. They going by that shit. And it's wild.
So it's a job interview?
And it felt like it was a fucking job interview. So now the process from there, say if you're an attorney and you're an attorney, you go first. Then after that, y'all walk up to the judge, you and your colleagues. We don't think this person gonna be a good jury. All right, remove juror 6, 7, 9, and 10. Boom, remove them. Now 4 more people that's sitting behind the bench gotta come in and fill that 4. Now they getting drilled. And then you keep going until you select all the jurors.
You made it past all that?
Bro. So like when I say this shit is crazy, when after they was like, okay, we got our 14. They was like, now we got to select 2 alternates. I'm like, damn, man, we ain't get the fuck up out of here.
At no point could you say, I don't want to do this.
No, I couldn't say shit. Couldn't do nothing. I'm sitting there. So
I'd be like, I'm a little biased
we had
now.
We had 3 breaks, right? So I think on the second break, I was looking like, man, talking to one of the dudes, I was like, how much longer gonna be? He was like, you know what? Hey, hold on. He's like, what's your jury number? I was like, I said 228. He was like, 228. He was like, oh man, don't even worry about it. You ain't gonna get called, bro. It's like, what you mean? The reason why we have about up to 300 people up in here.
Damn, it's 300 of y'all?
Yeah.
What type of case is this?
What the fuck?
300 people. And he was like, you're not gonna get called because you so far on the list. And my last name began with an S. So think about whatever your last name is, you might be up there. So they literally going from 1 to 300.
So why is we wasting taxpayers' money sending you shit? And you ain't even got a chance to come in.
Bro.
Doing it.
Bro,
that's why
crazy.
people don't
But
answer
you end up
shit.
getting selected though, right?
My last name, I already got selected.
So I didn't get, so by the time they was even close to getting to me, bro.
Me too.
He said juror 101 and juror 102. Them was the alternates. But juror 101 and 102 didn't get selected. So then I called 103 and 105. And one of these dudes tried to get out of it, tried to do everything. And he was like, he was a firefighter. He was trying to get the fuck up out of it. And the judge was like, so you mean to tell me you didn't tell your people that you would come in here, this and that? He was like, no, I didn't do it. When did you get this? He was like, I got this about a couple of weeks ago. Man, she looked that shit up. She was like, you got this at this time, this and that, and you filled out the questionnaire at this time. So,
dumbass.
What's wrong, right? So after they talked to the old man, they talked to him and this and that, and then they walked up there and they was like, jury is select, the rest of you guys can go home.
Oh, wow.
We all went home. And the one dude that was a firefighter, he went, damn. I was like, you shouldn't have tried to get the fuck out of it.
Well, do they fine you if you just don't show up or what?
Yeah.
Oh,
they'll fine you and they can put out a warrant for your arrest. Because if you are literally summoned to go and they don't say that you don't have to go, you have to go because there's a chance you might be selected. And I don't know nothing about the case, but what I do know about the case, it was a fucking murder trial.
Oh wow.
So did you get compensated for your half a day?
Yeah, they so what they do is if you just show up, they pay you $30. But if you're selected, they pay you the $30, then I think $80 per day that you're there, if I believe, yeah.
So how long was you there?
fucking just what? I was there from like 8 to like damn 2:30, bro.
Damn, that's a whole shift for $30.
Yeah.
Did they feed you?
No, bro.
They didn't even feed you?
No, we ain't get shit, bro.
Hell, that's why people be ignoring it, man.
No, that one took me out. They ain't give y'all no food.
Yeah, so I'm just letting people know.
No refreshment.
Man.
That's how that shit.
Going to jury duty.
Hey, that's how that shit is because if it's one person that literally say certain things are why they can't do it, they gonna remove them. And then they gonna remove the next person that's supposed to come in after them. So if they remove 16 and your number 17, you 17. You gotta go up there, sitting there, and they gonna ask you all type of questions like, do you know anything about this case? Do you know anybody involved in this case? Any of the names? Do you have anybody that's like a detective, a police officer, a lawyer, anything? And if you say yes to some of that, they might decide no, because the person that's being tried, he can literally say, tell his people like, no, I don't want that person.
Yeah.
Because it was one dude up in there actually, he said he was like, hey, they asked him what type of job did he have because he was in a wheelchair. He was like, oh yeah, I was on a campaign trail. It was like, what campaign trail? He was like, Trump. He was like, yes. And he deserved to fucking win. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, he was trying.
He went home.
Right.
It reminds me.
He went home.
It reminded me of that show though. That on the entertainment show, the entertainment panel we were talking about a show is Jury Duty, and it's hilarious.
It was fake.
It's the jury. I don't know. It's kind of like a mock trial, but everything's fake except for one person.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude was like, "Go up there and tell him that you racist."
Right. Yeah.
So dude was trying to get out of it, and he was like, "I'm racist," and the judge was like, "What?
Who told you to say that?"
Everybody was just like, "What the hell?" So he was like, "I'm not," but they told me to say. So,
right. Exactly. And then when they asked him, he was like, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. He was real honest. He was like, I don't like the system. I don't like y'all. He was like, matter of fact, Judge, you the one that sit here and tried me for a case I had. And she looked that shit up. She was like, what did I? He was like, oh, it was me. You was guilty. Boom. I was like,
yeah, he can't. Yeah, he couldn't go.
They told him he had to go. I was like, oh damn. So at that point in time, we all sitting there looking like, fuck, we finna get
300
called.
is still excessive.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's the reason why they do it.
That's
300
That's
people.
too many stamps.
Because if 1, 2, 3,
that's how you employ the post office.
Right.
What else are they delivering?
So because of like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they don't feel that we're good jurors, they gonna tell us we can leave.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
But we
And then
gave
they gonna
all
select-
y'all messages every day though.
Yeah.
Not a text message or email.
Yeah.
It was actually something in
Bro,
paper.
So because it was crazy. They was like on July 14th, you selected. So I was like, all right, kept looking. Wake up the next day, email. I'm like, damn, I was like, shit. And then by the day I got up, I'm thinking like, okay, email. You're still selected to be summoned to come. I'm like, motherfucker. Like,
Was that at Lake County?
yeah.
Yeah, man, they so unorganized there, man.
bro.
So they got so many departments down there that's so useless. That's yeah, it's like when you doing some business or transactions, they send you to the controller's office.
Chill, don't tell
All
Trump
they
that.
do is
Them-
put a
them-
stamp there, and then they
that's
send
what
you
red states ain't-
to another office, and then they send you to the treasurer's office. I'm like, come on, man. All I was here is just to pay some fucking taxes, man.
No.
Why do I got to do all of that? Just pay it online.
Leave that alone.
I'm a Doge fan when it comes to that, bro.
Leave that alone. It's good black
Man,
people in Gary making that money.
Nah, man, that's wasteful spending up there at the Lake County Jail, man.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question real quick. This is completely off topic. Have you guys ever like when the pods come out? Do you guys watch yourselves on the pods? Like,
Yeah,
what
I do
you look-
sometimes.
Bro, nobody told me I was so fucking sassy on these pods, bro.
Oh, I could have.
What you mean, bro? That's who you are,
Yeah,
ain't
that's
it?
who you are.
I was so bad.
What
That's
you
who
mean?
you
You didn't
are.
know who you
bro?
But hey, that's good though.
Like saucy sassy. I have to tone like I'm trying to keep my hands down.
No, do what you do,
Bro,
Do you-
I happen to be flipping through TikTok, right?
niggas didn't even know that you
And
was black.
It was on mute.
Right.
No, it was on mute. And I must have been talking about something, and I was rolling my eyes and shit. And
LeBron James.
No, it was an entertainment show,
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember
bro.
that.
And
I remember that one.
bro,
Yeah.
I gotta
think-
stop. I gotta
think
chill.
somebody. I don't know if it was me or
Or
somebody on that
sassy
said
swill.
something.
Bro,
And you
don't do
wouldn't-
that.
You wouldn't feel it.
Don't do that.
You know what? Matter of fact, it was the one when we was talking about like black moms.
Yeah.
And it was the one when you said you couldn't stand
But you live too.
what's
Well, so I told you I
um,
got 20 minutes.
What's the snowfall? You couldn't stand this mom. You rolled your eyes heavy. You was like, man,
bro,
fuck that bitch. I was like,
yeah, I gotta chill.
Like, say to
Ain't
end,
nothing wrong with it. If that's who you are,
right? To end the whole jury thing, people, I'm gonna tell you this right now. They send out at least 4,000, 8,000 jury summon duties a year. And here's the kicker: if you do go and you're not selected, they won't probably call you for the next 24 months. Then you have something where it's like
24 months. That's it.
Yeah, you have a thing where it's
you
like,
in the pool then.
right. They have a thing where you can use an exempt. So like I've already served, so you ain't gotta, you can bypass that. Yeah, bro.
It
But
sound like just keep
I'm
ignoring
just letting y'all
it.
know.
That's wild.
Hey,
I don't see myself participating in none of the
if you-
foolishness.
I'm just letting y'all know. If you ever go, expect that to be the whole fucking hour because they're gonna have to go through so many people to select the right type of jewelry and everything else.
That's 1 hour of work, $35.
Yeah.
You can't just do that.
For 8. You said 8. That is crazy.
Dre, take us into our next topic.
Oh, yo. What about that Carmelo Anthony? Have you guys been following up on that?
Can you break? I know me and Coach, we talked about it a little bit. I know you did your research on it. My boy Ono on TikTok, he posts. I follow his videos, so I've been able to kind of follow along with that. But give us your take on it.
So Carmelo Anthony, he's a teenager in Texas who's being charged for murder.
Yeah.
They were at a track meet and he was under the opposing team's tent. It was raining and a group of kids, six of them were seen on the video going toward him in an aggressive manner. 4 of them surrounded him. Words were exchanged. One of the brothers of the person who was unalived is what they like to say, was saying that Carmelo Anthony was talking reckless. So the guys came over there and was trying to remove him from the situation. So it was seen that on the video that one of them was kind of grabbing his bag, and then Carmelo Anthony stuck a poker in the guy's chest, and he ended up being deceased. Then it shows the Carmelo running away from the scene and being chased by the 3 students. And then it shows that once they seen that their comrade fell down, they went back to kind of check on him. So the problem is a lot of people don't think that he should be charged for murder because it's kind of like a self-defense situation. So my take on it would be like, if you've been jumped before, or you don't give them the opportunity to kill you. So
you don't.
Or brain damage, things like that. You're getting stumped. So you have to be a skilled, tactical person with a blade to pretty much do what he did. Or it can happen intentionally, or it can happen by luck. So the intent, I would say, was for him to pretty much, survive the situation. I don't think he had intent to go to the track meet to unalive him or kill him or whatever.
Yeah. Based off of I'm trying to see if I can find it right now. Based off the actual video of the surveillance video, have you seen the surveillance video?
I seen the video that they put on the news, but that's not actually a video of the incident.
Yeah, I seen one when the one that I seen, he was standing in the front of the tent, and then it just skipped to him walking like back toward the tent. I mean,
they saying that the guy
he went in the bag and then he went back.
Right. They said one of the guys actually pushed him and shoved him. So I'm,
I guess his name is Hunter.
Yeah. So
is that the boy brother?
No, I believe that's.
So what was it? It was 2. Was it Hunter and?
I believe Hunter is the one that probably got stabbed.
They were brothers, I thought.
Yeah, they were brothers. Yeah, they were brothers, and then there were 2 other guys.
Right.
But it's like, if you ever been in a situation where you're surrounded by 4 guys, I mean, the 2 brothers are actually documented bullies. So they've been in situations around the school and around campus where they actually fought and did things like that. Carmelo don't have a record like that. He come from a 2-parent household. He has a father in his life, but it's actually being construed the other way. So the brothers, they really didn't. Their dad's really not in their life, and he kind of have a criminal background, but he's really boisterous in the case. And a lot of people is kind of like following what he says instead of actually going with the facts of the case. So I believe if it was flip flop and the racist was different, it wouldn't even be a situation where he was arrested, because it's clear that those guys went over there with aggression. You're talking about 4 guys, I don't care what color they are, they had on hoodies. In the video, it showed them aggressively going to the tent surrounding him. So
he's still in jail?
Yeah, I believe.
I thought he was released on he got bail.
Did they release him?
he probably got bonded out.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of controversy about the what do you call it? The GoFundMe money that he accepted and what he did with it. Apparently he used it he got a big sum of money, like $500,000 or something. I don't want to spread misinformation, but
about that.
So he got a lot of money from GoFundMe, and he used that money, and him and his family were able to move away from where they were at.
Okay, that's good, because I'm pretty sure he was being harassed.
Well, a lot of people took it as that, or some people took it as that. A lot of people took it as in like he's using the case to be able to profit. But
come on, man.
Yeah, that's just a lot of.
So who's going to go unalive somebody just to do a GoFundMe to try to profit off of it?
I don't think that they're saying
this is he come from a 2-parent household.
Yeah,
that's, you know what I'm saying. That's a working family, man.
Hey, quick, text Ishmael the address. He gonna just say what's the address.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Tell him to scroll up.
Like he ain't been there 4 times already.
But I mean,
it gets tricky, man.
I'm with you, Dre. Is like, if for America, anybody out there, if you've never been in a situation like that, you don't know and say how you gonna react. But if you've been in a situation like that where 4 people walk up on you, you know what I'm saying? I'm just sorry, and I'm being blunt. In the hood, we taught that when 4 people walk up on you, the first motherfucker that run up on you, honestly,
they get it.
They get it.
The worst.
I'm gonna make an example out of you. But in this situation, I mean, I get it that he had a knife and this and that, but I don't think it was intent to hurt the young man. It was more so like, okay, maybe if I show this blade, y'all might walk away.
I think the question is, why did he have the blade, in the first place?
Protection.
Everybody at that age, it wasn't really a blade. It was one of those tools that had the little poker knife on it, the little corkscrew, the little scissors, and what was the other little thing it have on it? So it wasn't really a blade. It's a little thing that every high schooler has. Not a switchblade, because a switchblade is
like Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, Swiss Army knife. So that's basically what he had.
Yeah,
a tool.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So every kid had one of those. You pick your nail with it. You do everything with it.
And when he talking about like a poker, that's one of those kind of like, you have ever had one? They had one where like the poker is kind of like a corkscrew. You can use it to.
Yeah,
that's what he talking about.
Yeah,
I can get it. So he probably. You mean tell me most kids ain't carrying something like that around? An army switch knife? Come on, bro.
You go to our schools, they got guns, and some of these schools. Come on.
I went to Navy Pier with some guys from. I'm gonna expose some stuff, so I probably shouldn't say. I went to Navy Pier, and one of the folks I was with, he had a knife on him, and it's just like you don't want to expose nobody. But
I keep my gun on me.
Yeah, I mean it's for protection. I mean, and you got to imagine. I mean, we've all been in situations where we've been the only black person there. Where did this occur? What was this at?
I think it was
Texas.
Texas, yeah.
Everybody got a gun in Texas.
Sure.
Everybody got a gun, not a knife, a gun in Texas. Also, it's open carry.
Think about what they're also saying is, because I was watching a little video early on TikTok. They said that them gentlemen told him he have to leave. You need to get up. You need to move away from here. So why are you telling him he need to leave? Is he harming anybody? Is he doing anything? Then on top of that, they said it was adults around. why didn't adults step into that?
Yeah.
And de-escalate the situation if it was adults around.
Yeah,
Yeah, and if anybody ever really went to a track meet, the kids they be under everybody's tents.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
they
when the rain starts, all they're doing is just running for cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for them kids to come over there with that type of intent, saying that you don't belong here, with that type of aggression, you're causing. What do you say? You're talking reckless. Like, what's talking reckless?
Right. And how would you know that he's talking reckless if you literally had to walk from wherever you're at to
Right.
walk up on him?
So that gives me the impression that somebody else under the tent texted and was like, we got somebody who don't belong under the tent. That's why you see the 6 guys come from behind the building, and they 2 of them kind of stop off at the exit just in case he possibly wanted to run.
Yeah.
But then the other 4 came and they actually surrounded the guy.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So usually in a situation where black people is involved and someone die, so that what they used to say is if you're with somebody and the felony is committed and somebody's murdered, then you're getting charged with the murder too.
Right, yeah.
So instead of them charging the guys for the murder too, because they were culpable in the situation because they attended, you know what I'm saying, to jump them. We can't say it happened, but
Right.
who's to say that they wasn't? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
And then, like you said, though, the brothers was already like known for bullying people. So you mean to tell me you want to go on over there trying to mess with that young man?
Yeah.
yeah, you
Yeah.
was. You grabbed this bag and everything.
And then, like I said, it's 6 of you. And like I said, I don't know where the heck all these other people from. In the hood, when 6 motherfuckers walk up on me, bro,
tap the screen.
Over it.
it's like I'm seeing 6 people. So if I got a way to run, I'm dipping. If not, that mean I got to at least find some way to put my back up against the wall to be able to, like, okay, I got to squab up now because
Not only
there's
that,
6 people.
if you're at a high school sporting event, there's police there. There's security.
That's what I'm saying.
Who are they to say, hey, you have to get up and move?
Right.
You know,
That was just their normal bully mentality
go
that
go
they've
get
been getting away
security
with.
then. Yeah.
They've been getting away with it.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes when people say something, you better listen to them.
So where are they at in the case right now? It's just pending trial.
Yeah, I think they do
Yeah.
it. Like, it's one of these days they finna do I think deliberation or something like this. Can't remember because they was just talking about it on TikTok. Ish, I know you just walked in, but we talking about the Carmelo Anthony case, young man out in Texas.
You got all the social media
Yeah, that's
detectives
crazy.
on TikTok actually going down there to Texas, and they're actually viewing the video,
Exactly.
the footage. You know what I'm saying? So they signing in at the police station, viewing the footage.
How many people have viewed the video?
It's hundreds of people don't view it. now.
Thousands, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you got anything you got to say about that?
Man, I don't know. That's crazy, yo. I mean, I don't need. Nah. I feel like if that many people putting their little 2 cents in, you know what I'm saying, to do all that work, I don't even know, man. That whole little debacle was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
They having a grand jury indictment June 29th.
Okay. So they're
it's
going to
coming.
figure out whether they're going to charge them
July
or
29th?
not, I guess.
June.
Yeah.
Oh, so it already
It
passed.
already happened.
No, you said June or July?
She said June 29th.
So it already happened.
I don't know.
Because I know they was just.
What TMZ say?
Well, yeah, you right. Make me
I
do
know,
that
right?
then because I ain't no see.
It said on June the 29th.
Who want to work for TMZ?
Yeah, so. But they having something else on coming up, though. I think it's either Monday.
Yeah, it looks like he was indicted.
Yeah, I just pray that he gets a fair trial.
Yeah,
man.
hey, that's what I'm praying.
Okay, trial.
Yep.
Okay, so they say trial begin June. Oh, June 1st, 2026.
So he's got to wait a year.
Yeah, and they both were football players, but at the same time, though, I just pray that this young man gets a fair trial amongst people that they say that is his peers, and let's see what's going on from here because once again, it's not about race, people. It's about people. Two young men. One lost his life, the other one did.
But it actually is about race because if it wasn't a black man unaliving a white man, we wouldn't be in this situation.
No, I'm saying it shouldn't be about race.
It shouldn't be, but it
that's
is.
the way we putting it in the content, man. Why does everything always have to be about race when something like this happened? And then at the end of the day, black men or black women, we get the short end of the fucking stick because that's the way it's always been ever since our ancestors were brought over here to this damn country. They worked hard, then bust their ass to make sure that their kids get out here and get the better life that they possibly can. And then something like this happened. Why? It's because you got these idiot people out here that is taught racism from day one. Where if it's in your fucking family, you got to break that mold. You got to break that cycle. You got to stop looking at people because of the color of their skin, looking at them because of their character, their content, man. It's shit like this in this world that pisses me off each and every day because I'm a coach. I'm around young black boys. I'm around young black girls, man. This shit right there hurts the core, bro.
Yeah.
He got boys. I got boys. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got kids, man.
Yeah.
You want your kids to be able to go to school, not sitting here knowing if something is going to happen to him. I got a son that is very passive aggressive. He not going to fuck with you anything. He'll tell you, hey, get out my space, and then he'll walk away from shit like that. But yet you want to attack, you might want to attack somebody like him because of some dumb shit like that. Y'all some idiot ass motherfuckers out here in the world. I don't care who say whatever the fuck they got to say about it. You idiots. You're dumb. Ignorance is the product of being called a nigger because they think we're idiots. They think we don't know better. No, we're not ignorant. We're very well educated, taught, just like the rest of y'all. Only thing is, half of you motherfuckers come out with a leg up and we didn't.
And
Fuck around and find out.
You know what's funny? That actually just leads right into what I wanted to speak about as well. For a lot of us, I came to the realization of something. My father didn't have his dad around. A lot of us here did. I don't want to get too deep in everybody's business, but did any of you guys have dads around growing up?
Yeah, nope. My father raised me.
Okay.
I didn't.
So what is it?
I think from me growing up, I'm totally different from everybody else because I guess my daddy raised me. So
well, no, mine too. My father was around growing up too, but that's 2 out of 5, right? So it's something to be said.
Yeah, see, 2 out of 5.
Yeah. I was listening to.
That's about right.
I was listening to my pastor's. My pastor's a white guy. I was listening to his podcast. Love him to death. Ran into him at the store today. Great guy. There's a misconception amongst white people when they say things like America. It's like they say things like systematic racism doesn't exist. And what they're trying to say is that, and I'm not caping for him, but I understand what he was trying to say. He says there's no such thing as systematic racism. Everybody has an opportunity in this country. America is not a racist country. And I understand that you never want to be ungrateful for living in this country, right?
Why not?
Because America is a country that offers historically, no. Historically, not
they say.
Maybe not right now, but historically, if you go in the past 400, 500 years.
What year did they pass segregation?
No. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that.
I mean, ban segregation.
I'm gonna get to that. But for a very long time, America has been.
Something I want to tell you.
Yeah, for a very long time, America has been where people go for opportunity. Right. Mm-hmm. That's why we have so many immigrants. Right. Unfortunately, for black people, it's different because we were brought here against our will. A lot of people take the opportunities that we have now and they equate it to, oh, well, you guys are good. You guys have all your rights.
That's still not true, though.
Mm-hmm. It's not. And a lot of people don't understand what systematic racism is and what it means. Systematic racism basically means that because it's not saying that the system is racist. It's not saying that the system persecutes black people. It just means that because of the system that was put in place, because of the hardships in housing back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, because of the hardships of crack in the 80s, right? I'm a product of crack in the 80s. Not that my dad was on crack.
Me too.
My grandfathers, both of them, my mom's dad and my dad's dad, were both strung out on drugs.
If you was in your 60s and above, everybody was doing crack.
Yeah.
And above.
And they weren't, and because of that,
They don't even try.
because of that, they weren't present in my mom and dad's life.
Right.
My dad was the first he was a father. Like that was his first time knowing what a father figure was, trying to be a father. I was his practice, and because of his practice, I got better at it for my daughter. Right. Now my daughter has an even better opportunity. But we're talking about just now, 2025. My dad had to go from basically a negative to get even, for me to get to a positive, or to even stay even for my daughter to get to a positive. Yeah. Right. And we're in 2025. Right. So that's what systematic racism is. It just means that because of the system and how it worked prior, we are products of that system. And it was racist before. There was unequal housing opportunity. There was unequal pay opportunities, the wage opportunities, unequal rights for so long. People look at 1960 like it was so long ago. In comparison to how long we've been in this country, that's not even 20% of how long, or 30% of how long we've been in this country.
I remember when I was in elementary school, just being a bus driver or like a police officer was like really the thing.
Yeah, it was a good job.
Like a garbage man. Yeah. What you want to be when you grow up? A garbage man. Like
it was a good job.
You can't ask some kids if they want to be a rapper or some celebrity. I don't know.
So because of that, I mean, it really hit me so hard. I got really emotional about it because like it took me out. I'm like, really? It's really like it's still prevalent. Like I'm a product.
We all have a product.
Yeah, and you don't personalize it a whole lot, but when you really look at it, you're like, holy shit.
And it attacks different fractions of us at different times.
Yeah,
like different eras. Like in the late 70s and the 80s, when they brought welfare and everything to the black community. They told the black woman that you can have this house for free. You can have the food. We'll give you a little cash, but you can't have the father.
Right.
The more kids you have, though, the more money we'll give you.
Yeah.
But you can't have a father. Right. So what that did was that pushed the man out of the house. You know what I'm saying? And gave the woman the notion that I can actually take care of myself and I don't need a man. Mm-hmm. So, like right now, what we have in America as the black woman being the most educated demographic in society, in American society, they have more degrees. There's more black women with degrees than any other race or thing like that.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, it came to a point where everything was focused on black women to progress, and they left out the black man. So with that, now with the black man, with us being able to, you know what I'm saying, because we work hard, but it's projected that we don't. Mm-hmm. So we work hard, so we able to, you know what I'm saying, be at the finish line with everybody else. But now it's at the point where the system is attacking the black women because they are so educated and they are so, you know what I'm saying, knowledgeable. So now they having us attack them and they have society attack them, saying that they're combative or making them feel like they don't need a man and they can actually live without us. There's no other race out there that's really have women saying that they don't need a man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's just what's been instilled in us.
And pair that with everyone remembers the war on drugs back in the 90s, right? Mm-hmm. Or the late 80s, 90s with Dare and Nancy Reagan and everything. Mm-hmm. And during the war on drugs, obviously, I mean, it is documented that the U.S. government put drugs into into poor communities. Yep. Not necessarily black communities, but poor communities, and black people generally lived in poor communities because of the housing infrastructure and because we weren't able to get houses in these white communities. Now, on top of that, the government also placed higher punishments on crack versus cocaine. Right? You could get life in prison for crack. Yeah. But for cocaine, you wouldn't get that. Now, who was doing crack and who was doing cocaine?
Versus
right.
That's the versus if you're doing it or if you're selling it. Time is just like the same thing. If you're doing it, then you don't get no time. But if you're selling it, you get like all these years, you know.
So you got these white people going to, getting not as incarcerated as often and getting off because, the laws were lenient on white folks for these coke charges, weed charges, things like that. But the crack charges, you're getting life. You're getting, I think it was like, what was it, like 2 strikes? And that,
we got people in jail for a little bit of crack. They in jail for life for a little bit of piece of crack.
On top of that, black people are in these prison systems. Black people are incarcerated more often because of the war on drugs, and not only that, the majority of them are incarcerated for nonviolent crimes. So,
because we're the face of crime and we're the face of poverty in America.
I read a whole book about.
Even though we don't commit crimes no more than any other demographic.
No.
So the whole black on black crime thing is really not a thing because everybody kills each other.
It was a doctor that read a book about that did a topic about drugs, saying that they talking about the black neighborhoods and these people doing cocaine, and the study said that just because these people not able to think, process, or whatever. And that white people do more cocaine, hands down, than black people. But it was so much deeper than that.
Yeah.
But what I was about to get to is that I was going to say that I had just went to Oregon, like I think like a week or two ago. Maybe like 2 weeks ago, I think I went to Oregon. And I think I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Oregon is the only state in the country that's every drug is legal.
Yeah.
Legal?
Yeah.
Every drug.
Oh, wow.
Drug, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the violence, the crime rate is down. No, it's just like you be seeing people slum you. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Is the crime rate down because it's not?
I don't know, but everybody's slumped over. Like you can see, the crime rate is down. But then
I heard the same thing about Seattle. A friend of mine went to Seattle and he was like,
"Oh yeah, Seattle like an hour away. I think an hour from Oregon."
Yeah, he said.
I didn't know that, man. Everybody just up there getting wasted, huh? For everything.
They so good.
Damn,
you be surprised.
Staying away from that joint.
But
what the hell you were there for? What you going there for?
That's why Dame's trying to go back to Portland.
Yeah, but I say that to say, it's really ignorant to say that systematic racism doesn't exist. And I can almost promise that if someone says that, then they're just not educated. It doesn't mean that they're dumb. It doesn't mean that they are racist. Mm-hmm. It just means that they may have pride in their country, which is cool. I have pride in the country that I live in. I'm glad that I was born here rather than anywhere else. I love being a black man. I love black culture. I love what it provides. I love overcoming. I love what we could do as a people if we band together. Mm-hmm. I love that I can go all across the country, find a black person and feel at home.
Mm-hmm. I think it's the finish. It's the finish line of what you're looking at, and that's I made it.
The potential.
yeah.
But at the same time,
the diamond in the rough.
I don't down the country at all because I know that there are black people living in the country doing good. There's some that don't help.
We just have to work hard.
We do. We just have to work hard, and that's okay. Well, I don't think that we'll get to a point in my lifetime where it's equal, unfortunately. No. But I is that me? Oh, okay.
That's his watch.
Yeah,
this thing be just lying.
Did y'all see that Neon thing?
What was that?
The Breakfast Club with Neon dude with his racism.
No, I know he's. Did he say anything racist on the show?
On Breakfast Club? No.
Because that's a room full of niggas. You ain't about to.
No, he was apologizing at the show, but like he had videos like from each year from when he was vlogging.
Yeah, I know he's the shock jock of streamers. So that was his shtick, is the fact that he felt like that's why he faked his own death. Because because he felt he's not that's a kid. That's a kid. He's not a grown man, really.
Y'all know what the biggest systematic racism that's actually hurting us though is actually the job market though.
Oh yeah,
because a lot of times we're not in position to hire, and people hire people that they're familiar with.
Right.
So we can be amazing on the interview, and when we go interview, just because they might have like the hunting shirt that the white guy came in with, they may feel like they can relate more to him. They're going to hire that guy just because they relate more to him, not because they feel like you're black or whatever, they just don't relate to you because they don't live with you. You know what I'm saying? So we're our communities and everything is still pretty much separated. In the communities where you do have a lot of races integrated, you don't have a lot of that systematic racism. But in the communities where, you don't have a lot of black people, you don't have a lot of Hispanics, you have that a lot more than normal.
I'll give you a little bit of pushback on that because I have a white name and I have a white voice.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's true.
So when I interviewed when I lived in Arizona and I interviewed to come here, I had a phone interview, and he's looking at my resume, and of course I at that point I had been in sales for almost 10 years.
But he can tell what he can look and see what
he couldn't look at. I wasn't face to face. We were just over the phone.
I feel like
This is 2012.
I knew you was a nigga.
I mean, when you talk to me, yes, but this is me interviewing.
You know what you do?
I'm talking
You
to
do.
a Caucasian
Why you
man.
talk? Why do you talk? Why you talk like that?
No,
Where
this
did that come from?
This is me code switching and interviewing for a job. Like a little bit about my background. I grew up as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, right? We grew up in Kalamazoo, but we were the poorest in the congregation, right? So I'm used to being over at white people's houses and knowing, hey, sit here, don't touch nothing, don't We got the whole spiel, the whole rundown. And also we have to learn how to articulate ourselves enough to be able to communicate with people on their level, right?
I was saying like your tone. I know that you're a black man.
You may be able to recognize it, but the average Joe in Indiana probably can't.
Nah,
they think that you're a Caucasian.
Yeah.
Right.
He
And so
sound- he
no,
sounds
I'm not
Caucasian.
even kidding. I'm not
I
even
thought
kidding.
that when I listened to it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sound. I
When I
listen
heard
to
him-
his
when I heard
voice
the
all
pod,
time.
Yeah.
When I heard the
When-
podcast,
you
and
can
he was
tell.
talking
I
about-
gotta listen.
No, you
I
can
was like,
tell.
is that the white dude talking?
Right,
Because he had Greg and them on here too. I didn't know which one
and it's
was.
different because I'll talk to y'all like this on this pod, but then when I get on the entertainment panel, I switch it up a little bit and I'm more articulate because my audience is different. Right. So I applied for the job and we had a phone interview and I'm talking to dude and we're chopping it up and everything is like, hey, I love where you come from. Your dealership is big, blah, blah, blah. All right, high five. Let's make money. Right. I show up and he has my resume on his wall. And I walk in his office. I sit down. I'm like, oh shit, that's my resume. All right, cool. And mind you, I didn't have my dreads then. I was actually, my hair was like yours. I shaved it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Shaved the ball.
Yeah.
miracle.
Yeah, I'll never show y'all that picture. That picture looks crazy. I look like fucking Jadakiss. So no offense, coach. But it wasn't my thing. But I sat down and he was like, who are you? And I'm a big, tall, 6'4" white guy, right? Who are you? And I'm like, I'm that guy. I point to my resume. He goes, you're that guy? Makes that face. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, yep, that's me. He goes, well, I guess you're hired. It was, I guess you're hired. Now, if my name was your name, right? If my name was DeAndre,
You
right?
wouldn't have made it up there.
I wouldn't have gotten that far, and I wouldn't have gotten that job, and I wouldn't have had that opportunity to make that job. I made 6 figures,
Wow.
and I showed my ass.
That's why I don't put my name. I never put my name on the resume.
Right.
You know what? It was a
I
lady.
never had.
It was a.
I knew better
for
than that.
It was this lady.
I don't have that problem.
She named her kid.
I never put my name on the resume.
She named her kid a certain name because she didn't want no.
You give me your email address and your.
She named the
telephone
kid
number.
Carter because she didn't want nobody to recognize him and look at the.
I did the same for
resume.
my daughter. I did the same for my daughter because I understood that.
Yep.
Her last name is Williams.
That's systematic racism. They look
Yeah.
at the name and be like,
Nah, I'm
Now
not.
they
Wasn't
just
gonna name her.
program the algorithm just to ignore that stuff now.
Yeah.
If it's 8 vowels, just leave it alone. Too many vowels
That's
now.
that's like my wife. My wife know how to like code switch and everything.
Yeah.
Because she been in banking for like not fucking 20 years. So she know how to work around them and talk to them or whatever else. And when she doing interviews, they see the first name Alexis. Oh, this Alexis Cole, like off Dynasty and everything else.
There's some white Alexis,
right. And then when they see my wife, they be like, oh, well.
The disappointment in white people's faces when they see a hardworking resume and in comes a black person, it's just it's nuts
I
to me.
seen this TikTok. It say white people scare me because you tell me you got dementia, don't remember your kids, but you remember you racist.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
wild.
They do
That's
though.
wild.
Like, that's
Wait a minute.
wild.
I don't
They
know
do.
you, but I know no
I know
nigga
that
should be
nigga
over
right
here.
there. Yeah.
I don't know who. I don't know my son, but no nigga should
That's
be
like-
over
yeah.
here. I do know that.
My first name and my last name. You see that? Oh, that's a white person. Then they look like, oh, no,
It ain't too many
black.
Corys that's white.
That, hey, shit, you be surprised.
That Boy Meets
bro.
World.
Yeah,
Just
you be
that one.
surprised.
just that.
Just
Just
that
that.
one.
Topanga.
But if they are, they leave the E out and they
Yeah.
spell it CORY.
Yeah.
That's like when I went over to I went to Israel like last year, and I went over to Egypt. Man, when I tell you the racism was like it's bold. It ain't nothing like here. They don't like you. They
Yeah.
it's nothing like they hiding it. No, they it's solid. Like we don't want you here. Anyway, they ain't look at my first name. They looked at my middle name, you know, and they like, oh, he's a Muslim off the rip. That bro, I'm like, how you know? So next time I'm gonna just be like, you can't go over there and tell them like, bro, I literally got like it was terrible. Like when I say it was bad, every stop, I went to Egypt, I went to Israel, I had to go to every I got stopped. It was
At the
always
terminal?
it was always me. It was always me, and I had my beard. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't. I probably should have cut my beard down. Not only did I have my beard,
They show
I like
but I
Akbar.
had,
Stop him.
I had my beard out.
Allah Akbar.
When I was saying it was bad, man, and this was right before then that happened. Then the war went. Then the war happened over there in Israel and Palestine and Israel. Then that's when that war broke out.
You weren't wearing certain clothing, was you?
Yes, I was. Yep.
What was you wearing?
I had my regular clothes on. I had my kufi on. I had my slippers on.
Man,
Look
that's
like
good,
one of them.
man. That's a good transition because I want you to tell me about that story one time when you was riding down the street with your family in Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah, walk us through that again,
Please
man.
do. Oh,
All right, man. So listen, I was driving
so
down.
many things. Just
I was driving down Grant Street, and it's this family. It was a kid on the right side, the wife in the middle, and the husband on the other side. I mean, they jaywalking, and I'm like, bro, I literally almost hit him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like honking the one like, dude, I almost hit you, your wife and your kid. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just literally just like walked across the street. So then what happened was he got off and I hooked the horn. I was like, fire out the way, you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'll beat your ass. He threw his hands up. He threw his hands like, what you want? I threw my hands back at him. I threw my hands at him. He threw my hands up. I went over there and I stuck
Wait a
him.
minute. You got out the car?
I got out the car.
Yeah, tell us the details.
So
Road
You
rage,
parked the car.
no, I'm in the middle of the street.
This story is wild.
I'm in the middle of the
You
street.
wait a minute. You left the car in the
I
middle
left
of
the
the street.
car and the kids in the car.
Your kids was in the car too.
The kids
okay.
was in the car.
I'm
all
sorry.
three of them.
Okay.
Your wife too?
No, she would have.
he left the kids by themselves.
just the kids.
The kids was in the car. That was.
So at this point, you was like, shit, I got to do something. My kids out
exactly,
here, you know what
No,
I'm saying?
I didn't. Man, my mind was. I
mind was
borderline
gone?
blanked out for real. Like, you know what I'm
Blacked out?
saying?
Yeah, okay.
So then he threw his arms. Like, this is a big dude, though. But I don't care about size. You
He
know what I'm
walking
saying?
with his family with groceries.
No, he
on
was just
Grant
walking.
Street.
He was walking across to over there towards the village, not across the McDonald's.
Right.
And so then he should have went to the light or wait till traffic pass. You know what I'm saying?
He
So
should have
then,
pressed the button, huh?
man, I went over there, bro, and he threw his hands up. I ran over there and I stuck him, hit him in his jaw. Bam! I hit him, and then he was like, "Phew, that's all you got?" I was like, shit. All right.
Wait a minute. Y'all got, he's a professional boxer.
Right.
He
I did not
spit.
expect that.
He spit
You
blood out.
ain't
He
tell him
split it
he
out
was
his
a
mouth.
professional boxer.
Man, you ain't got time to talk about none of that for real. You know what I'm saying? When this stuff happened, it go down.
Right.
So then he spit. He was like, "That's all you got?"
Right.
And I was like, "Shit. All right, let's go." So then I hit him. We up here. I hit him 1-2, and then we got to the point where he grabbed me.
Right.
And then his hand palmed my face. He was a big dude though. Listen, he wasn't no little guy.
If you out there, tap in. If you out there, Mister.
Hey, he taking me out. All right.
So his hand palmed my face like it was. His whole hand was over my whole face. Like I couldn't. His whole hand was over my whole face. And he was like, "You got your kids in the car. You sure you want to do this?" I couldn't talk talk because he had his hand over my mouth.
Hey, he had a muzzle.
You sure you want to do this?
Right. You sure you want to do this?
I shook my head. I couldn't talk.
You was like,
I couldn't talk, and I just shook my head like, and then he let me go. You know, mind you, let me tell you. Now, I explain this to you. Let me explain this to you. Your regular Joe ain't gonna let you go.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you because your regular Joe is scared that you gonna come and attack, but he didn't have that fear. He didn't have that at all. So when he let me go,
double tap the screen.
when he let me go, he was ready if it was gonna go, but this time it wasn't gonna be that. I already knew. I was like, this dude was big.
I'm out.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? He let me go, and I just got back in the car and I took off.
He was like, you got your kids in the car.
Right.
Nah,
You sure you want to do this?
Hey, he palmed your face like a damn basketball or a football, bro.
No, it was at a big hand, dude. Hand was big.
Moral of the story is, if you see a nigga in Gary walking with his kids, you leave him alone.
Even though you got yours in the car.
Yeah, he
You
was
leave
walking
alone.
he was walking with his wife and the daughter. He should have went to the light.
Matter of
Stop.
fact.
Oh, you still
He
trying to
won.
make?
That's why he was right.
No,
He was like, that's all you got.
now.
I'm gonna take your car.
I remember when you told that story. We was all at Dre crib. Can you tell everybody else the other story when you was feeding your wife when she was asleep?
No.
Oh man.
You don't have to tell that one.
Hey,
it
this
was
is
funny.
this is
It
a
was
national
funny.
broadcast.
It was funny.
Only if you want to, but
only
you don't
if
have
want
to.
bro. Because it was
All
funny.
right, I'll tell you. So this is what happened. See, what happened was, so I had it was some cookies, and I've been trying to get her to eat, like, you know what I'm saying? She just ain't, she's just against the marijuana. Or she used to be. She kind of like, you know, kind of rocking that boat now a little bit. And so it was some cookie, and I was sitting up here like I wasn't eating it. I have like, damn, I got to eat a little bit. She ain't gonna go for it. So I got my back turned. I'm pretending like I'm eating this stuff. And then I knew I was gonna set her up the whole time.
Gee, I can't unsee it.
So I'm like, man, you want some of this cookie? This cookie good. Mind you, the lady told me don't eat that much of the cookie. You know what I'm saying?
An edible, right?
It was an edible. It was right when they first was really banging them edibles. You know what I'm saying? And so then I'm eating the cookie, and I'm like, man, I'm like, then I had to eat a little bit, man. And so then I gave her like a little cookie, and I was like, yeah, you like it? She's like, yeah, it's good. I was like, all right. So I'm just sitting over there for like 10 minutes go by, like another 20 minutes go by. I'm like, damn, man, that cookie ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting up here. I stayed up there the whole time purposely. I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe that she got
I ain't
hot
gonna
tummy.
get none tonight. This shit ain't
I was
work.
like, that cookie ain't do nothing. So then I was like, man, whatever. I went back downstairs and I started watching TV. So something just told me to go back upstairs. And so I went back upstairs. I went upstairs. And when I went upstairs, I was like, you all right? I just came up there. I was like, you all right? I was just coming to check on you, all right? She was like, yeah, it happened again. I was like, what? What you mean? I said, I don't know. It happened. Bro, when I tell you, bro, in my life, I was fucking scared, bro. I was fucking scared. Mind you, I ate the cookie, so I'm high. I'm fucking high. And I'm sitting up, I had to eat the cookie because she wouldn't have ate the cookie if I didn't eat the cookie. You know, I got to make it seem, you know what I'm saying? You got to sell it. So then she over there, bro.
Don't bite the cookie.
She started crying, bro. When she started crying, like, it happened again. And I was like, what happened? I don't know. I was like, fuck, man, what the fuck? And so I'm like, shit. She was like, I need to go to the ER. I need to go to the ER. Bro, I'm taking her to the ER, bro. I'm like, fuck. I get in the car. I don't even know how the fuck to get to the ER, bro. I'm high as fuck. I'm like, fuck is the hospital at? I'm like, fuck. I just took a
Meanwhile,
left
he
turn.
lived right down the street from the hospital.
I could not get to the hospital, bro. I'm dead ass serious. My mind, I was high. I was like, shit. So then I'm just driving, and she's like, and I'm like, I'm driving, and as I'm driving, I was like, I got something to tell you. And she was like, what is it? And I was like, no, never mind. And then I'm driving again, and then she was like, man, I don't know what's going on.
She'll take both our lives.
I don't know what's going on. And then I did it again. Like I get halfway there, and I was like, I got something to tell you. And she was like, what is it? I was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I just couldn't fucking tell her, bro. I just could not fucking tell her. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I didn't tell her until we was like there. So then we in the hospital.
Oh my God, you wait till she gets
We in the hospital and the doctor's checking. I was like, man, I got something to tell you. That cookie I gave you, it was an edible. Oh man, that hotness, that shit, it's gone. She ain't hot no more.
Like that's all it was weed.
She ain't hot no more. She's her focus changed. Everything just changed. And I was like, dang. She was like, why would you do something like that? Because I'm like, you wouldn't take the cookie if I was asking you to take the cookie. So then the doctor came back out and was like, you got marijuana in your system.
My phone died.
And I was like,
to the doctor.
damn, man. I was just saying, she just got up and left. We just got up and left. I was just like, that was crazy. Point in this story, man, don't get nobody edibles if they ain't ready. If they ain't ready, because you dead ass serious to go to the ER.
Yeah, man. I took an edible one time, man. I felt like I was high to the next day. I was like, I'm good on those, man. I'm good on edibles.
Yeah, I don't know what they is.
I feel like you drunk or something.
And I gave her half a cookie, and she's someone that don't do nothing.
Nah, bro, she was gone.
Yeah. You know what, bro? That was crazy, man.
Oh, half a cookie.
Nah, man. I remember my boy gave me half a cookie, and then I remember it was WrestleMania. It had to be like 6-7 years ago, and we went over to his friend, our friend's girl's house. It was kids there and shit, and he was like, "Take half this cookie." I'm like, "I'm straight, dog. I can barely smoke as it is. We good." He was like, "No, don't be a little pussy. Take that shit."
Peer pressure.
Yeah, bro. I took it, and then 20 minutes later, he was like, "Take the other half." And I'm like,
Oh shit.
"Nah, I think I'm good." He was like, "Nah, take the other half. Don't be a bitch." I'm like, "Damn."
That's why I ain't around Caucasians.
Nah, this my boy Booby. He fucking Puerto Rican and black. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. So
Hey, with a name Booby, yeah, Booby Miles.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. So I took it. And bro, the way I clutched that toilet over their house at somebody else, you ever thrown up at somebody else's house?
At a nasty toilet, you don't even know whose booty been around there.
Luckily, I don't remember it being nasty. It was okay, but I gave it up. I gave it all up.
Porcelain God.
Luckily, they let me sleep. They let me chill for a second, but I was fucked up, bro. I don't mess around with them homemade cookies.
Hey man, and like that stuff is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you another little story that happened to me.
Story time with Ishmael, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god, this is great.
My damn dog got a hold of some edibles, bro. She got the fucking edibles, bro. I thought, man, that shit. You know, I've always kind of wondered, bro. That shit is scary as fuck, bro. Like she was fucking limp. The damn dog, she wasn't moving.
What kind of dog is it, bro? Give us content.
Dobermans. All I have is Dobermans. So I got one right now.
How many got into the edibles?
It was just her. She just ate the fucking edible, man. Her head was lumped. Her tongue was hanging out. I'm in the ER like, come on, cat. Fucking dog, don't die on me, man. I drive to the ER. I'm like, and they was like, I'm like, what can I get? What can you give? They gave a shot of some stuff. They was like, only thing you can do, you can't do
it out.
Bro, listen, that shit is serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers eating them. I don't know how the fuck she got a hold of them damn
You
things.
got some strong edibles at your house, boy.
Man, I did. I think it was some gummies or something. You know, my dog, she just literally eats. She's a workland dog. So workland dogs, they just literally hyper. They, you know, even when they calm, they hyper. They just don't. And she just gotta go. And she just chewed this fucking bag that chewed the bag, ate the bag, and ate the damn gummies.
Gummies. Just one gummy.
It was gummies, and then I'm like, I was fucking panicking, bro.
Right.
I was panicking because I was like, I ain't gonna go to the ER because it's gonna cost me all. You got to pay like $100 just.
They gonna arrest your ass like you done poisoned the dog.
No, they wasn't there. They was like, ain't nothing we can do. Only thing we can do is like give him this. I was like, come on, man, it's gotta be something y'all can do.
And let it wear off.
Give him some Cheetos.
I was like, damn, man, but
feed her.
That shit is serious, man. If your dog ever eat them, bro, hey, panic.
What time?
Panic.
Trey, what time we got on the timer over there? What did it say?
Oh shit, man. 115.
Bet. Y'all got anything else before we get out of here?
Yeah. What year did segregation pass?
I think it was the Civil Rights Act of 1968
4, I think. I think it was 64.
or 64. It could have been 64. Yeah, 64.
64.
64.
So,
Yeah.
who you know was born a lot of people that was born in the 60s and in the 60s and the 50s. So that ain't been that long ago, bro.
It's not.
Yeah. Like I'm not, even though I wasn't born in that year, to me it don't seem like that been that long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know it's like, oh, that's been a long, bro. That ain't been like, you could just think about it as like this. The pandemic was like, well, for a few years ago. That it seemed like it's kind of been a long time, but it really hasn't.
Not.
So by that being said, time, it ain't been like 50 some years. There's people around here that's that old. You know what I'm saying?
We've been slaves longer than we've had freedom.
Yeah.
By hundreds
you know
of
what?
years.
It's a big,
hundreds of
years.
It's
a big debacle about the Egyptians being white or being people of color, because of the fact that if they were people of color, then we've been kings. Well, which we have, but that's what they don't want to paint that as they paint the Egyptians and the pharaohs. They always kind of paint them as a white figure, when instead of a brown figure. That means we've been kings well before BC, and well before that. You know what I'm saying?
They got 70% skin cancer on that land with those white peoples living on our land. That's our land, man. We all know that, man. We're the originals. It's for real. That's why we're able to survive what we survive, because of that fact.
And I don't look at it as of course it is clearly a disadvantage, having to deal with things like that. I look at being a black man as an advantage in life and a lot of other aspects of life. But when it comes to building, maintaining, and growing, when you're talking about generational wealth and things like that, we open up at a disadvantage. But I don't want anyone who listens to this to be discouraged of what they have to go through in order just to make it. This is obviously it's a weird time for us because black people are still in transition, trying to find our way, trying to find our culture. As some people, they say that we don't even have a culture because we didn't originate here, but we do. Black
America
culture
is our culture.
America is our culture.
That's what it is.
And America follows our culture.
The uniqueness of America, it don't have British or Irish. That's our culture.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and everything follows black culture, from fashion to music, everything.
Yeah, that was just exactly what I was going to say. I was like, of all the cultures out here in the whole entire fucking world, people over here in America dislike us because we black, but our culture is the most followed. Anywhere the fucking way you go in the world.
So influential.
But everybody else be profiting off of it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and
profiting off our culture.
Yeah, but spade to spade, white people been profiting off of us since we got off the boat.
Jewish people been profiting off us.
And before.
Yeah,
definitely don't.
I mean, because I ain't trying to dig deep into the history, but the Portuguese, it started there with slavery. Yeah. And then shit started going around. Then, you know what I'm saying, you see Englishmen doing it, and you see the Frenchmen doing it, like, God damn.
Yeah.
That's true, but there's a difference between Jews and Jewish. The Jewish people are the color, the Caucasian people, and the Jews are the people of color. Yeah. It's like, I mean, it's a big separation for some reason, but it's a really big difference between Jews and Jewish.
Okay.
I mean, I know you probably don't like, we over here, it's not a big difference, but over there, it is.
Yeah,
it's a religion and the whole lifestyle. It's a difference.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I appreciate you guys. Again, I mean, I know the dog days of summer, man. It's tough to take out your time and spend it here. I do appreciate what we're doing up here, and I appreciate you guys participating and coming in, especially with things like our Patreon that's about to pop off. That's really exciting stuff. The new cameras and things like that we got coming. A lot of great things coming our way. I know our views aren't always what we think they should be. Across all platforms, we're actually doing really well. And for the viewers, if you're listening, if you made it this far, definitely hit that like and subscribe button. Look out for our Patreon and that Patreon content coming out soon. If you have suggestions on things that you'd like to hear from us, or stories you'd like to hear from us, perspectives you'd like to hear from us, definitely participate. Put that in the comments. But as always,
and no, I'm not taking my shirt off.
Hey,
No matter how many subscribers we get.
always up here trying to get freaky with the audience.
No Diddy, but they might try to tell him baby oil up.
Yeah, no.
Baby oil up, Mr. Daddy, sir. We'll subscribe.
Not on these floors.
No Diddy.
Not on these floors. But as always, thank you. It was a vibe. It was real. This is the panel. They call me Swell with Dre, with Coach, with Ayor. Well, I don't know why I just drew a blank. I am so sorry. Ayor.
He don't love me.
I love you to death.
You can't do the first lady of the show like that. That's wrong, bro.
No. I be trying to plug your every time. Tag everything.
I'm just playing.
Man, I don't know why I drew a blank. I think it was because I was looking at Ish. I was looking at you, but I was thinking Ish.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could have been.
Yeah, because you did skip him.
And we gonna have to start trying to make sure we do more story time. Hey, we got to make sure we bring a segment up like that.
Yeah,
story time. With
But
Ish.
also, we're gonna try to see if we can start doing like a book too, like introducing books, and then we can kind of talk about the book for a little bit as well. So y'all gonna have to get y'all
Books,
reading it on Audible
really
on. You know what I'm saying?
Man, saying make sure you check out your movies as well.
We're gonna evolve into something that'll be something that we can add to the new platform.
Indeed,
you know what I'm saying?
indeed,
A nice book podcast.
Thank you. And we shall see you guys very, very soon.
I'll let your boy.
Deuces.
Yes, sir.